Hey, what's up? It's Vince Leah from VinceLeah.com, and today we are going to be knocking out a chocolate chia seed pudding. Now, you may remember a little while ago, I did a chocolate avocado pudding recipe that tasted just like the Jell-O chocolate pudding. Now, a lot of you made that and I got really great feedback, and a couple of you asked me to do a chia seed pudding recipe. And to be honest, I've never made a chia seed pudding recipe. But I did a little research, it doesn't seem very difficult, and I basically replaced the avocado with chia seeds and adjusted the other ingredients, so let's see how it turns out. Now before we get into the recipe, let's talk about chia seeds. Now, growing up as a kid, the only time I remember hearing about chia seeds was during the holidays when that one commercial came on. You know the one I'm talking about. Chia. But now, chia seeds are everywhere and every company is jumping on the chia seed bandwagon. Is chia seed bandwagon even a thing? If you walk down the store, you see chia seeds in health bars, you see chia seeds in cereal, they're everywhere. And why? Because they're high in protein, they're high in fiber, and they're high in omega-3s. So why do we use chia seeds to make pudding? Well, when you soak them, it absorbs 10 to 12 times its weight in liquid. So what that does, it creates this gel-like consistency that just happens to make the best base for pudding. The chia seeds need to be soaked for at least 15 to 20 minutes to achieve the desired consistency for the pudding. Now, you can soak them overnight, which will allow the gel to get even thicker and absorb more of the liquid. Now, I do recommend that you do soak your chia seeds. Some people have complained that chia seeds can give them digestive issues when they're not soaked. And since I'm really careful with my digestive system, I'm always soaking them. There are two ways to make chia seed pudding. If you want to keep the texture of the chia seed in the pudding, make sure you stir the chia seeds while they're soaking so they don't clump together. And you can then use a spoon to add in whatever ingredients you want to include in the pudding. Now, your other option is just to let the chia seeds absorb whatever liquid you have and not worry about stirring it, since you're gonna take that chia seed gel-like mixture that it creates and place it in a blender and blend it up with all the other ingredients to create a creamy pudding. Now, since we're looking to replicate the avocado pudding, we're just gonna let it sit, place it in a blender, and let it rip. So now that we know why chia seeds are healthy and how to prepare them, let's go ahead and start making this chocolate chia seed pudding. For this recipe, you will need half a cup of chia seeds, half a cup of raw cacao powder. This is gonna give the pudding its chocolate flavor. To sweeten the pudding, we're gonna use the same thing we did in the avocado pudding, and that's half a cup of coconut nectar. Now, you could also use any liquid sweetener that you have. 1 3/4 cups of coconut milk, and you could use any non-dairy milk for this recipe. And last but not least, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Your first step is to take the chia seeds and pour them into the coconut milk and wait 15 to 20 minutes for them to absorb all the liquid. Once you place the chia seeds in the coconut milk, stir it a few times to make sure they're evenly coated. So after about 20 minutes, we are left with this chia seed gel-like mixture. And I know what you're thinking, this doesn't look too appetizing. But once we place these chia seeds into the blender and add in all the other ingredients, these chia seeds are gonna taste just like chocolate pudding. Alright, so here we have it, our chocolate chia seed pudding. Let's go ahead and see what this bad boy tastes like. It is so rich and so creamy. Now, this tastes just like chocolate pudding, and I can't decide whether this chia seed pudding is better than the avocado pudding that I made earlier. I think the only way to figure this out is to make them at the same time and do a taste test, like a live taste test, where I have chia seed pudding versus avocado pudding. Round 1, fight! So be on the lookout. Maybe that'll be a video coming your way soon. So I hope you enjoyed this chocolate chia seed recipe video. Remember to download your copy of my free smoothie guide. Link for that guide is in the description box below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know if you've made chia seed pudding before and what your favorite flavor is. And remember to keep living fit from food. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.